For the Night Watch, someone says, I identify as pansexual and have questioned multiple times in my life my identity and who I really am, whether I am male, female, or neither. My question for $5 is, have any of you at any point in your life felt uncertain about a part of your identity, gender, sexuality, etc.? And if so, what did you conclude about yourself and why? That's a very deep question.
Yeah.
Did you ever share this with anyone or not? I feel accepted and welcomed in your community. Thank you, Captain Stark, Commander Horner, and everyone else in the bus. I hope you have a safe voyage as the nights progress. From Corey, different Corey, obviously.
Or is it? No, it isn't.
P.S. Can you yell for Oliver to pay attention?
Oliver!
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 He's watching, but is wearing headphones and isn't paying much attention.
Pay attention.
Put us in the main tab.
Yeah.
Put us in the main tab. Pay attention.
Oliver!
Oliver!
Don't keep us in the private tabs at the back.
So I kind of wish I'd read ahead there, because this is a bit of a question to sort of spring on people, because this isn't something that people necessarily want to...
Yeah, not everybody should feel obligated to answer this.
Yeah.
But I'm comfortable answering. If
Yeah, I'm comfortable answering too. I feel a little like the minority in this, in among our wonderful community, but I have never particularly questioned anything about myself. I am as you see me, or as I have said before, and I'm happy in myself.
If I can backpack onto that just a bit before you go ahead and...
Climb aboard.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do that to you.
Boy,
I love you,
you
but
know,
no.
if there were two people that I
All
worked,
right.
if there were two people I worked with that I didn't want this to happen to,
So we have an incredibly supportive community, and it's allowed me to examine a lot of myself, and I have come to the same conclusion that, yeah, I am who I am. Thank you for letting me think about that, and thank you for letting me be me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Are you all right?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I mean, I've thought, because people have, so many people have brought up their feelings, and I have been like, do I feel like this is who I am?
Yeah.
Yep. Like, it hasn't been a long conversation with myself, but I've definitely been like, I should consider that possibility. No.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, is it's time based. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe today, yes. Maybe tomorrow, no. But having the safety to be able to explore that is important.
Exactly. That's really good. Yeah.
Hi.
Just move your mouth while Andrew talks.
Oh yeah. Oh, darn it.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, while I do connect with some of that, because I've definitely gone through large portions of my life where I haven't had a lot of gender or sexuality feelings, I would say that I've probably had quite a few over the course of my life at various different periods. Like, I was probably a teenager when I started having gender and sexuality feelings, and exploring those feelings is how I discovered that I was bisexual, and like kind of leaning into that and learning a little bit more and going like, oh, okay, here's kind of where I land on that. I've always felt like really solidly in my cis male identity, despite not identifying with much of anything from traditional masculinity in North America.
A lot of that is terrible anyway.
It just sucks. It's bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I definitely have feelings about a bunch of different gender stuff, but I like to consider I very much think of myself as a cis male, and I've particularly made the deliberate choice to stay there because what is important to me is showing that there is a different and better path forward for masculinity. One of the things that I love about this friend circle and this collective of people, both in the chat audience sense and in the people in this room and at this moon base and on this bus, is that we are like all generally trying to be a healthier and better version of ourselves. And a lot of that has to do with like trying to examine masculinity and trying to find better and more healthy ways than that. So like, yeah, I'm a cis man, and the stuff that I do is manly and masculine in that sense, kind of thing.
And using our positions as public people to provide a good example.
And like, I've had gender feelings often enough that I don't even necessarily know that I'm going to be a cis man my whole life.
Right.
But I am right now. That's what I'm doing today.
If the state of if the state of the internet must saddle us with the term influencer, which I loathe, then at least I'm going to try and use that influence for good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I like public figure.
Sounds classier.
If anyone else would like to jump in, please do. Boomer mentioned they wanted to.
Yeah.
Hey, Boomer.
There we go.
So, I actually have a bit of a emotional answer to this one. I've known for a really long time that cis woman wasn't the right answer for me, but I didn't feel the need to examine it any closer because of other things in my life for the most part. I had a really bad 2018, and that's the first year that I watched Desert Bus. I decided that you guys were all really awesome and I wanted to join you, so I did. And part of pursuing the fact that I am agender, and that doesn't mean that no part of me is a woman and I don't have to put away anything I don't want to, and I can define myself how I want to and use what pronouns I want to, was watching Desert Bus in 2018 and seeing how casually supportive you all were of whatever identities everybody had.
That's so great.
Yeah. That's really great to hear.
Thank you for
Boomer.
sharing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Boomer got me.
Well, let's see.
You got him.
So I used to get like misgendered about once a month. Just be like, "Hello there, sir. Young boy, stop. I'll stand near this young fellow. Thank you, my lord." Yeah, no, actually, Ian heard a my lord once. That was great.
I'd let my lord ride. I don't know.
Yeah. When I had long hair, I'd get misgendered,
Yeah.
despite having facial hair sometimes.
So like, I'm fairly comfortable saying
Yeah.
I'm not a man,
Yeah.
but like, I don't necessarily think of myself as gendered, but I feel more valuable as a non-conforming woman than
Near the bottom.
just jumping into like agenderness. And on the side, like I'm demi-bi, so that's a really complicated thing to dig into because, like homosexual identities were more prevalent when I was in high school. Like there was definitely a huge queer culture, but asexuality is not something that was a thing. It didn't exist, and I got like bullied pretty badly for not finding anyone attractive as a young person. Yeah, but then it was just like, oh, like 1 in a million, there is a person out there that I find attractive, and that's kind of cool. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Ooh.
but yeah, it takes a lot of Googling. gotta get
lot
in
of
those
Googling.
Googles.
Yeah.
Well, because
Gotta
yeah,
Google pretty hard.
there's like it's helps to know the terminology,
Yeah.
right? I know how I feel. Do other people feel this way? And if so, what are they calling it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that because we're older now and like we see the progress and we've learned stuff over the course of a very long time and we don't experience things the way that we previously experienced things in the 90s, because it often feels like there is so far to go, but we have come a really long way, and there's so much in the way of good supportive communities like y'all and resources and everything that we're just continuing to build more and more of to help folks decide who they are and what they want to be.
I brought this up in a meeting we had about going back to the office with my day job, and I said to them that right now we're in a transitionary period, and I think this applies here too, that we're figuring things out. Things aren't set, and we have so many options. We have an entire horizon open for us.
Yeah.
So let's be aware of making choices that allow things to be more open
Yep.
and more accepting, and not just default back to what things are, what we know.
That's good. Good challenge.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just absorbed reading the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
lot
there's a
going
lot of great stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot in there.
Yeah.
A lot of support.
Yeah.
And
What
that
mu-
support continues past Desert Bus as well, as a lot of the folks in the chat are part of the Loading Ready Run community,
What music is this, by the
which
way?
has its own Discord. It's
Undertale.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is a
Ben's
great-
trying to
and
get
I'm
us
not
all.
gonna cry.
You can't make me.
This is a great convention, but you got to go
Oh.
home from the convention some point
Man.
and keep being.
Did I send you the Sans theme X Through the Fire and Flames?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I didn't know if that one would fit the mood.
Well, not right now. Not right now. No. However, it's amazing.